Welcome to the 31 Nights of Macoween. Every night on the 9th of October, I review one spooky movie. Come and join if you dare.
Maybe later on down the line, he'll do a Tim Burton retrospective and cover all of his works. That would be an interesting rabbit hole to dive into. But for now, I'm covering his 2012 animated feature with Walt Disney Pictures, Frankenweenie. I remember they marketed the hell out of this film on Disney Channel back in 2012. Disney had a lot of faith in this film succeeding, and it did in a way, getting nominated for numerous awards. But for its box office run, it performed moderately. Besides that, my opinion of Frankenweenie is that I thought it was a fine film. I wouldn't say this is one of Burton's finer works, but I think it's a fine addition to his filmography. The elements of Frankenweenie I enjoyed the most would be the stop-motion animation and the visual style of the film. Firstly, the animation I enjoy very much. I am a big fan of stop-motion animation, and Frankenweenie does a good job of this. I thought that the characters' design looked very good. My favorite design would have to be Sparky, aka Frankenweenie himself. I like how essentially it was Frankenstein but as a dog. I thought that was very creative. And secondly, the style of the film was a big bonus in my perspective. The black and white presentation of the film I thought added a great sense of noir style to it. It's clearly a throwback and callback to the old school black and white monster films of yesteryear. It's clear Burton and his team were set on making it so, and it added to the film. Made it feel like an old-school Frankenstein film. Now I will say the one aspect of the film that holds it back for me would have to be the story. Like I said, I do appreciate the style of this being homage to both Frankenstein and black and white old-school monster movies. But the story is a bit generic. Like it's not bad or anything, it just doesn't feel new. To sum it up, if you have seen any monster film or Frankenstein or dog movies, you've seen the tropes in the genre in Frankenweenie. Frankenweenie was released on October 5th, 2012 on a budget of $39 million. After its run at the box office, it would go on to gross $81.5 million. Overall, Frankenweenie was a fun film that is a good throwback to the classic monster movies of yesteryear. Although, he'll say if you get teleported to 2012 and are looking for a stop-motion horror film, watch Paranorman, final grade B+.
This is fun! Hello!